Hey guys, welcome back to Vinyl Thrash. I'm here playing X-Plane 11 in the Rotate MD-80 tonight. I'm just going to do a tutorial. I know it was requested before by someone, so I'm just going to run that again. We'll just kind of see what we can do. My head tracking is broken though, so just be aware of that. So you're not going to get that, but that's okay. I think it'll make it easier to do my tutorial. So. Yeah, let's take a look at the actual aircraft here. So we're using the Delta skin. I believe this is the older version. I'm not entirely sure. But, anyways, we're going to hop in here. Let's go ahead and first get our GPU on. And then I think I have some ground handling. Yeah, I do. Since we're technically not at a gate, we'll have some carts come. Okay, so that's on, so let's go ahead and turn the battery switch on. So you pull it down. I'll zoom in a little bit. So you pull it down and then it like pulls over to the right. So you start with that, and then I'll take you through my flow. I don't know if it's exactly what you're supposed to do, but it's what I found that works. Frequency. Okay, let's just get off that channel. Alright, so then usually what I do is galley light, start pump. I move this switch to system B. So galley, start pump, starter. Turn on the no smoking, keep the seatbelts off, arm the emergency lights. Okay, and then we come up here to this APU panel. We turn on the air coulter. And then we can actually start the APU there. So you just hold it down and you'll see it rising here. Then you'll see the EGT start to rise, and I usually turn on the center pumps to help that. And I just threw the little cover switch down. You don't need to do that. It's just something I do. So while that's rising, let's go ahead and come up here. Turn on some panel lights. And then I'm just going to do some of the stall tests and shit like that first, so I think my sounds are wonky. Yeah, it is. Alright. For some reason, I cannot hear it, but I hear that one. Turn our logo light on, turn our mock trim, our yaw damper on. We'll come back here, so APU power is available. We'll switch that on. So we can turn off our ground power here. And then we're going to come up here to the IRS and align it. So you're going to put on nav. And then usually what I do is I come down here. If it's not on, you have to just scroll it on. It's just off by default. And then we'll put in our position. Whoops. So we are at KSEA. So we're at Seattle, and then we'll grab this and put it into the IRS position, and we'll let that start up. I think it gives us a time. It might not. I don't think so. Anyways, let's go ahead and work on our route now, just while we have time. So we're going from Seattle to Denver. Okay, so put in our Denver, and then we'll pull up the route here, which I'm using this just from FlightAware. So here it is. So our first waypoint, let me make sure something here. Doesn't look like we have a star out of here. Looks like we go directly to C. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I'll figure out where we're gonna hit first. Okay, then we go on to Normie, J90, to MWH, okay, and then on to LKT, okay, Tavok, Did I put that in wrong? I think I did. UVOC. Okay. To VOC. And then to CKW. Okay. And then Molten 3 is going to be our star. Let's check our SID here. Let's open up Tacoma. So what we're looking for is the route that leads us to C. That's what we want. So we're gonna look at their plates here. Get that diagram out so I can taxi to our runway. Departure. Let's check out Seattle. I don't see it. Here's that chart. Seattle 5. There it is. Interesting. Looks like it's just kind of straight out. I don't think there is really a thing. Let's try Alma 2, see what that is. Yeah, it's still not really a assigned takeoff. Let me check our FMC here. So we'll activate that. And it's going to say RS not aligned for a second. I think we have like 9 minutes left or something. But legs. Let's do departure. And I'm thinking we're going to do... Okay, probably this right here. So we're going to be 16 left. So do 16 left, and then we'll do... Let's do Elma. Okay. And then we'll arrive in Denver. I'm thinking runway 35 left, using the French 3 approach, because I know that one pretty well. Alright, so once our IRS is aligned, it'll take a minute, we can start that. For now, what I'm going to do, let's see here. We can turn on our ram air, and then we need to turn on our hydraulics. I always forget this, you always want to get it though, so you turn all of these on. Okay, and then we're going to set up our flaps. Whoops, not our wings. So the MD-80 has something called dial flaps, I believe it's called. So, and before I forget, you want to pull up the pneumatic valves before you start. So what I do is I set it to 15. So what I do is I pull it down, set it to 15, and then we'll verify here that it does in fact set to 15. And while that's moving, I'm going to come down here to this little wheel and move this to 15. Alright. So it is sitting at 15 exactly where we want it. We have this set to 15, and then we come over here and set this to 15. So that'll sit about right there, so it should be about 10.5. So we pull this down, and this little thing here, you'll see it move. We want to set right at this point at 10.5. So about right there. See how it's in the middle? So now we won't get any complaints when we try to take off. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on our displays here. It looks like the IRS may be aligned now. We'll turn to flight plan here. So it looks like it's good to go. Yep, and it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and clear our discos here. And the French approach there. I personally like the French approach. You're always going to get this disco when you have the vectors. That's normal. Alright, let's go ahead and check our flight plan. Okay, so we start out here, and we'll step through. So we take off. Okay, that was a little odd. What's it doing? Let's go legs. Okay, we should be here. Okay, it took off. Okay, I know the approach is good. Okay, so we take off right. Okay, and it wants us to kind of do this flip. What I'm thinking is we'll skip and go directly to Elma. Yeah. That's going to be a bit better, I think. Nope, we need to go to Normandy. Or Normandy, or whatever. Let's...
Seattle Tacoma INTL Tower.
Alright,
Good evening.
I think that's good.
448 on holding point of runway tree 4 right, ready for departure.
Alright, so we are set here, so now what we're gonna... Yeah, because then we take off and go left. That'll be much better.
Runway tree 4 right, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, let's switch to delivery here.
Seattle Tacoma INTL delivery, good evening. XCD5 Tree 5 request IFR clearance to Espool Harbor SPB is filed.
I don't want any AI. I'm not flying online. Oh, no. Don't cancel. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come down here. And then, actually, let me do my init stuff first. We're going to have, say, 2 reserve. Cost index 23. Is there a fuel weight?
Charlie Yankee Bravo Hotel
oh my god.
For Romeo 8, runway tree 4 right departure. Initial altitude 4,000 feet. Squawk 2725, XCD5 Tree 5. XCD5 Tree 5.
It's so loud.
That correct.
Alright, and we're going to be going to 330.
70 when ready for startup.
Okay. I'm just going to stop that. So we're going to 330 tonight. Then we'll execute that. We'll go to takeoff. I'm just going to leave this pretty much how it is. I believe it's 20 degrees that I put there. Put the V speeds. Alright. And then we are good to go. So we'll put that back on legs. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the weather and TCAS. I'm going to turn up the brightness and the range. Alright, so let's go ahead and request delivery here. Actually, we're going to be taking this ourselves. So we don't even need this. So we'll just close all that. Let's go ahead and call our pushback truck and get approval for that. Or pre-plan that, rather. So we're taking off of... Let's see... We're here, and we are taking off of this one. So we need to push back with our nose to the runway. So we need something like this. That should be a good pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, so now we're going to get ready to kind of take off here. So we're going to remove our GPU here. We're still running on our APU. We're going to come down here. I'm just going to turn on some lights because it might get dark here pretty soon. Just some panel lighting. Alright, so now we're pretty much ready. We're going to set our initial altitudes. I want to climb out of here. What is it saying? About 10,000? Yeah, that's about what I want to do. So you're going to spin this until you hit your altitude. Make sure you click it. So what that's going to do is throw it on here. Or it should, anyway. Oh, your flight director has to come on. There. There, now it's on there. You want to set your speed. I've had issues with this. Best thing to do is hit speed, and then it takes a long time. Otherwise, you're fiddling with that in the air, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass. So let's do that real quick, and then we want to hit nav, track, and vert speed. This is how I do it. I don't know if it's official. It's just I've had the best luck by doing it this way. So we're going to set it to 175, I think is good. It's not official, but it's something that, again, I've had my best luck with. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call in our pushback truck, get that going.
Cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, so we're going to prepare to start our engines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip down my start pumps. I'm going to leave that air conditioning as is for now, because that's basically, that's basically your ram air, I believe it's called. I'm a little tired, so I'm going to pull down my starter covers just to make it easier and flip the pitot to captain. Okay, so now we're pretty much set. We're just waiting on that push cart here, and then we're going to get rid of our ground handling. Alright, so he's connecting here. We're about ready to go. Let's do
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Alright, while they're doing that, we're going to do a quick flight control test. So, full back, full forward, neutral, full left. You can see the ailerons moving. Full right. It's kind of hard to see, but they're right here. And they look like they're moving. And then we will test our rudders, or our rudder once we kind of move forward here. So yeah, our runway is back here, I believe. Yeah, because we're gonna probably end up like, right here, I think. And then we'll taxi here, and then all the way down, and then we'll be in line to take off.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, so you're going to release your parking brake, and then you're going to start looking up here.
Back and you may start engine.
So it's important that these are up, these little white knobs, and then what you're going to do is just pull this down, and it's going to stay down, and then you're going to just start it pretty much like you would any other aircraft, especially like Boeing's. You're going to watch this. Once it hits 20, you're going to come down here and flip this black switch up to give it fuel. And you'll see it come to life. What I do, I don't have very good textures on this right now. Also, I flipped that up just because it's annoying. Come on. There it goes. Alright. Alright, let's see. We are at 16. We're getting there. It slows down just a tad. 18, 19. We'll flip that up and you'll see it come to life quite a lot. We're also going to turn on our nose lights, so that way we can kind of see what we're doing here. Blind the guy, so I'm going to actually wait. I don't want to blind him. Okay, once this evens out, what we're going to do is throw that switch, there it goes, we'll throw that switch up and pull down engine 1. And we're going to see this start to rise here. And while that's going, we're going to configure for takeoff. So what I'm going to do is come over here and press takeoff. And that will give us a little bit more extra power to get up and off the ground. Alright, so we are at 16. I'm just going to do a little bit early, but you'll see it come to life.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, we'll set our parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, so now that that's kind of going, it's swapped over, so we can kill this. We can put, I usually leave this till after the takeoff. I'm going to turn off the start pump, and then we're going to turn off this ram air, and then we're going to turn off the APU, because we're now on regular power, and then we're just going to throw those off. Then we'll take one last look. IRS is aligned, our panel lights are on, we've already tested stall and max speed. You can turn on the cockpit floodlight if you want. Thunderstorm lights, doesn't really matter. Our yaw dampers on. Packs are on.
Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And then I see this mock trim and I never know what it is. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. I do the startup the same way every time, and I still see it. So if you know what that is, let me know. But I've never had any issue or anything. So Yeah, we're about ready. We'll look for that hand sign. I think he's doing it now. Yep. So we're clear to taxi. Let's go ahead and remove our parking brake. Alright. Let me just do something real quick. Let me throw that parking brake. Just need to grab a link to my stream for someone. Alright. Alright guys, let's get out of here. So our flaps are set. And we're pretty much good to go. We don't have a squawk code or anything that I'm using today, so I'm not going to worry about this. So we are going to taxi out here and then take it all the way down. So it should be a pretty nice flight. At least that's the hope. Sort of towards the end of the day. Whoops. And it's a little bit cloudy. Not too bad though. Let's go ahead and turn on our nose lights. We have some lights while we're doing this. And then we're going to go ahead and come over here. Turn on all these. Floodlights and wing lights and the like. So get some of that going. So this is kind of a squirrely plane from what I've noticed. It likes to pick up early. And I suck at landing it. So we'll see what I can do. Yeah, this mock trim I don't know how to turn off or on. My voice is echoing? Interesting. Alright, give me a second. I will figure that out. That shouldn't be happening. Just give me 1 second. That's really weird. That's really... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Alright, let me check my OBS. There it is. Alright, I think that should fix it. I think it was my audio input capture. So we should be good now. Let's just check that though. Audio input. Yeah, that was it. Alright. Let's get going, shall we? No more issues. I take off before any storms or anything rolls in. Man, I miss my head tracking. Cool. Yeah, I was just, I had it set double. So, we'll take off from Seattle. Am I looking at the wrong runway? We're departing 16 left. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? No? I'm going the right way. Okay. We'll figure it out. I might have to hand fly in a circle, but we'll see. Alright. You know what? I might be going the wrong way. No, no, because they're all equal over here. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. 16 left. I don't know where all this traffic is that it's saying is in there, but that's okay. Alright, we are moving. It is starting to get dark, though. It'll probably be well, it will definitely be night by the time we get there. That's okay, though. I'm okay with that. I'm excited to see the clouds as we go through them tonight. I haven't gotten a chance to use X-Enviro all that much since I bought it, so I'm excited to kind of give it a go. Alright. Let's see here. Still got a little bit of a taxi. I'm going to increase our speed a little bit. Yeah, this mock trim won't go away. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. Derp. Okay, we're good now. I put on override. Alright, away we go here pretty soon. One thing that I love that's included on the MD-80 is this burning here, because the APU exhaust is right here. They did a really good job on this livery. Alright, so we're going to take off and take a pretty straight left down there, so... Yeah, it's a really nice interior. This model is amazing. It's kind of dark right now, but it's all pretty high quality textures. I'll show you the back real quick. Really nice down there. But let's focus. Alright. Okay, we're coming up here. We're going to take the full runway, even though this thing likes to pick up and go. I like knowing that I have enough. Let's go ahead and set our heading here. Alright, so we're about ready. We'll hold short here. And then we will take off. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights, or takeoff lights, or whatever. Here, do one last check. We are good to go. We're not using ATC, so we're going to go ahead and take off. I love turning onto the runway.
Approaching 16 left.
So it's a really sharp turn to the left after we take off. So, what I do for this, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my flight stick just so you can see. Because this thing likes to pick up on its own, you're going to see me put quite a lot of forward pressure. So just be aware of that.
On runway.
So we're going to go 40%.
6 left.
Wait till it stables out. Okay, it's looking good. Let's go ahead and slowly bring it to full. Alright, apply that forward pressure so we don't pick up too early. You're going to hear this baby roar. The front of these MD-80s are extremely quiet too, because the engine's so far back. Alright, well, since you know how far I'm pushing it, I need to be able to see. So. Okay, airspeed's alive, 100 knots. Yeah, we're already rising. Okay, rotate. Okay, we're up. Positive rate. Gear up. Start raising flaps. Alright, we're going a little bit fast. I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to start this turn. I'm still playing with the trim because this thing likes to nose up. Passing through 1,000. Alright. So we're gonna skip to there we go. Start leveling out here. Then we're going to throw on our autopilot. Okay. You're going to see that turn. This thing likes to turn fast. So. And that's about it. That's getting up in the air in this thing. We're on our way up. A little bit of a sharp turn out of there, but not too bad. We're climbing at a pretty good rate. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up to 220. Whoa. Alright, we'll set that starter switch off because we don't need it anymore. It's a very long plane. Passenger simulator. Alright. We're looking good. Hit that VNAV. I'll let it climb on its own. But that's about it. We're on our way. So once we pass through 10,000 feet, we'll turn off the landing lights. Can turn off those nose lights though, just because the wheels are retracted, so we don't need those. Oops, I forgot to turn off my pneumatic pressure valves. That's okay though. Should be going through the clouds here in a second. That usually is a pretty nice sight. Then we're going to be taking the French arrival into Denver, so I'm going to go ahead and get those plates ready. Oh, here comes the clouds. It's a really nice approach, or departure. Alright guys, so real quick, this is going to be our arrival. So we're going to hit French, we're going to follow this in to 35 left. So, look at that. Fuck, that looks good. Hey, how's it doing, y'all? Just getting above the cloud line. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to clear us up to 23. That looks amazing. Alright. Let's just go on up to 330, which is our cruising altitude. I love that mountain peeking out. Alright, so on up to 330. We are above 10,000. We can go ahead and turn off these. We are on our way. It's a pretty long flight tonight, so we'll get into Denver pretty late. It really does. I'm so happy I bought this. So, I mean, it just... I don't know how I went without an X Enviro. It's expensive, but I'm really glad I bought it. So good. Alright, so as we're climbing, go ahead and hit that climb button. Got some mountains coming up here. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with SMP, but, you know, it's not bad. I just don't have that kind of computer. I'm excited for that sunset here. Oh. Look at that. There's a screenshot for you. It's starting to get dark out. I think this is one of the smoothest transitions from night to day, or rather day to night, that I've seen in this with X Enviro. So a little turn to the right. Hello, sorry, I didn't notice you guys are here. Yeah, it's a pretty long flight, and it's dark as shit. That is correct. Stepped away for a minute. But, yeah. Pretty long flight, still got a little while. Alright, so we're almost at Tuvok. Then we have about 200 miles. And we'll hit CKW, then another 150, and we'll be on the French arrival. Moving along here. It's gonna be a long one. Let's see where we're at. I think we're in Idaho. That's probably Utah. Yeah, I think we're passing through Idaho. I'm not sure though. Just seems that way. ID. Yeah, I think we are. Alright, so I'm checking now. We are in Idaho. And it looks like we're going to be coming down through Wyoming into Denver. That's kind of what it's looking like here. For the sake of time, I'm speeding up. It's because I work at 6 and I need to wake up at 5, so... yeah, sorry. I'm going to have to be a little bit cheap here. Let this, line up a little bit. Alright, we'll get lined up here. I just, like I said, I work really early, so I'm going to speed this up. But, yeah, hopefully we'll still have a good landing. I just, I planned a really long flight, and I don't have that much time. Oh, that's why. Okay. For some reason it was running, it's running on heading hold. Why is it doing that? That's interesting. All right. Alright, so we're going to continue speeding up a little bit. Again, just so I can get to bed. Because I should be asleep by now. So we'll start this French approach and then we'll kind of loop around. Alright, and then we're going to go down to, for French, let me get the chart up. We want to be at 210 by French. Okay. I really don't want to cheat like this, but I just, I have to. So we're going to start our descent here. And then we're going to turn on to our next waypoint here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go down to our new altitude. So we should start descending here. We're going to pull this speed back to 250. We're gonna cheat a little bit. Bring our altitude down. Just really need to get to sleep. Alright, so we should be at our altitude here in a second. Alright, so we're about to hit our French mark here. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and set up our arrival here. So we're going to be 108.50 here on the glide shield. 108.50 and then 353. Wait, 50, 353, and we're gonna go full 40. Okay, and we are set for landing, just about here. Going kind of fast right now, that's okay. We should be able to slow up once we hit our altitude here of 21. So we'll definitely slow down here. Kind of sit at this altitude. We have full throttle for some reason, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that down to idle. We're gonna spool down. Our speed's gonna decline, which is good. That's what we're looking for. I want to sit at 250 if I can. So we're going to set actually 245 we're going to set it at. So that'll take care of itself. We're at our altitude. Oh, there. Okay, we'll get that nav track. And then by Thompson, we need to be at 195. Sorry for cheating a little bit, I just need to get this done, so I'm sure you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. Also, I'm terrible at landing this, so expect just the worst landing you can think of. use our vector here. We'll turn around and land it. Alright, so we need to be at only 18. Say 16 by dork. Right, what do we need to be at for Baba? Baba, we need to be at 13. Alright, we're just gonna land this bitch ourselves.
Altimeter setting.
Because I need to get to bed. There's our airport. I'll pitch that nose down. Alright, there's the airport, I believe. Nope, that's not it. Denver's back here. Okay. So where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we need to get down to our altitude. What do we need to be at to land? 7,000. Alright. We are at the altitude we need to be at. Drop that gear so we can slow down. Alright, there's our runway. Actually, we're going to take this one. Alright. I don't see this going well, but we'll do our best. Alright, flaps are retracted. Just land this thing. right. We're looking good here. We're just over the glide slope, but I want to come in a little high in this one because I can't see shit.
Approaching 3-5 left.
Alright, we're a little low. A little bit to the right as well. Alright. A little bit of a crosswind too. I'm having a lot of push to the left. Or to the right. So we will see how we do. We're coming in on final. And again, I suck at landing these things. Or this thing, so. Alright. It's a good approach so far. Okay, let's go idle. Not bad, not bad. Versus spoilers. Little bit rough. But overall, a pretty solid landing. Alright, 70 knots. Disengage those reverse thrusters. Alright, so we are down. Probably not well, but we are down. I'll do a replay once we turn off the runway up here.
Remaining.
So at that next turn off, and we are here in Denver.
3,000 remaining.
Sorry I had to speed that up. Like I said, I needed to touch down so I could go to bed. Because I am tired, and I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, so I'm making up a little bit. Alright, so we'll watch that landing again. I touched down a little harder than I wanted to, but overall I think it was about normal. Maybe a little rougher than normal. I haven't flown this in quite some time, so yeah, we're on the ground. Let's go ahead and check out that replay, and that'll be it for tonight. Let's see how bad this was. It's kind of hard to see, but we'll do our best. Alright, so we come in. Pretty nice. Pretty level, which is what I like to see. Okay, slight flare. Yeah, not terrible at all. Just a little bit rough. That's all. Yeah, not bad. So we're here, and that's gonna be it. I need to go to bed, so I'll see you guys next time. Sorry to kind of cut it short, but yeah, I'll see you guys.